Good afternoon and welcome to this year's Honors Luncheon. My name is Chris Robert and I serve as the Interim Dean of the Robert J. Trulaske Senior College of Business. Today marks the return of a beloved college event after a 2-year hiatus. As they say, absence makes the heart grow fonder, and I know you join me in a newfound appreciation of the opportunities we have to gather in person. This event is a very special one for our college, as it allows us to pause and celebrate the contributions of those who are in the center of our work and the work we do at the Trulaske College of Business. In April, we host both this event and the Honors Luncheon and the Celebration of Success reception, which recognizes accomplishments of faculty and staff. In these events, we honor every segment of our community: students, alumni, faculty, staff, and friends. We are grateful for each one of you and for the many ways you make our college a wonderful place to work, learn, and grow. At the very heart of what we do is our students. They fill our building with energy and enthusiasm. They represent our college well at events and activities here and around the globe. They make us so proud. This is the next generation of leaders, not only in business, but also in our communities. Trulaske students, both graduate and undergraduate, would you please stand to be recognized? Thank you. We have a team of faculty and staff in our college who dedicate themselves professionally and personally every single day to the success of these students and to the important work our college produces. If you have visited the college, spoken to a class, attended an event, or hosted a student trip, then you have experienced some of the things that our faculty and staff foster every day. I am proud to call them my colleagues. As I mentioned earlier, we recognized faculty and staff for excellence at our Celebration of Success reception earlier this month. A list of honors from this event is located in your program. I hope you'll take a moment to congratulate the faculty and staff who are recognized there. Also integral to the success of our college are partnerships with leading members of industry, including our advisory board members. They serve both the college leadership on the Trulaske Dean's Advisory Board and on the boards of individual academic units and programs throughout the college. These partnerships allow us to align the classroom experience with business realities and with the employment environment to ensure that our students are career ready. Thank you to our advisory board members for giving significant time and expertise to enhance the Trulaske College of Business and the experiences of our students. Much of what we do at the college is made possible by our alumni and friends. You understand the challenges and celebrate our successes. You are our biggest cheerleaders, and you open doors to our students. Just as we are proud of our students, we are proud of you. We appreciate your continued support and collaboration. In your program, you'll find a sizable list of student honorees, including scholarship recipients and members of our Cornell Leadership Program, Heartland Scholars Academy, and Vasey Academy. The students listed here are leaders in our college, and by awarding them scholarships or admitting them to enrichment programs, we show the value they bring to our college community, and we make an important investment in their futures. Conversely, these scholarships and programs are not possible without the partnership of our alumni and friends. You help us ensure that the best students come to Trulaske and that when they are here, they have every opportunity to excel. Now I'd like to give special recognition to our recent Alumni Advisory Board and thank them for sponsoring today's luncheon. These board members are able to offer special insights to our students, having recently walked in their shoes, and we appreciate their continued engagement with Trulaske. Please give them a round of applause. Now I would like to ask the president of our student council, Brady Booth, to join me on stage to provide an overview of Business Week and present our first award. Brady?
right, hello. My name is Brady Booth, and I am a proud student of the Trulaske College of Business and the outgoing student body president. As Dean Roberts said, I'm here to talk about Business Week. Business Week is an annual celebration of our students here within the College of Business. This past week, we had a trivia night hosted by Veterans United, a great keynote speaker, Gorik Ng, and an amazing food options from Panera, Shakespeare's, Soul Taco, and Chick-fil-A. It was nice, wasn't it? In the spirit of celebrating, Student Council has one student we would like to celebrate with the Emerging Leader Award. This award recognizes a student who is currently making a difference in the college as an emerging leader. This award is for a freshman or sophomore student who is making a positive impact in the college and on campus, as well as excelling in other areas. This year's recipient has shown leadership through a few of their involvement in Student Council, Phi Beta Lambda, and Camp Trulaske. The recipient strives not only to make a difference in the College of Business, but within the Mizzou and Columbia community. They have hosted several volunteer opportunities with Youth Toy Drive, Habitat for Humanity, the Food Bank, Tiger Pantry Food Drive, and Columbia Park Cleanup. It's my honor to recognize Garrett Frey as our recipient as the emerging leader in the Trulaske College of Business. All right, thank you, Garrett, and we cannot wait to see what you accomplish coming up. Now it is my pleasure to welcome to the stage Associate Dean Gay Albright.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Gay Albright, Associate Dean of Academic Programs, and it's my honor to announce a few awards today. Student awards. So let's get started. I'd first like to begin by presenting the Delta Sigma Pi Scholarship Key. The key is presented to the graduating student with the highest cumulative academic average toward a degree in business administration or economics. The recipient of the 2022 Delta Sigma Pi Scholarship Key is Kate Plunecki. Kate is a senior in marketing, and unfortunately, she wasn't able to attend with us today, but we congratulate her on the award. Next, I'm pleased to present the awards for Outstanding Undergraduate Student Leadership. This award recognizes undergraduates who have demonstrated outstanding leadership within the College of Business while achieving academic success. We have 5 students to recognize with this award. A couple of them are not able to be here today, but for those of you who are, when I call your name, please come to the front. We'll take a group photo once everybody has been announced. Our first recipient is Jonathan Kimball, who is in his final year of the 150-hour accountancy program. Jonathan was the president of the Trulaske College of Business Student Council. He is a senator in Missouri Student Association. He is a Vasey Academy Diversity Ambassador, and he is involved in the Cornell Leadership Program. Congratulations, Jonathan. I don't see him. Our second recipient is Bridget Jackson, a senior finance student. Bridget is the Vice President for Internal Relations in the Financial Management Association, Vice President of the Association of Trulaske Businesswomen, and is involved with the University of Missouri Investment Group and the Mizzou Student Employee Advisory Board. Congratulations, Bridget. I think she's also not able to be here. Our third recipient is Jordan Walters, a junior in marketing. Jordan is involved in the MU Alumni Association Student Board, is a residential advisor, and the Johnston Hall president for the Residence Halls Association. She is a Samuel Walton Scholar, a Sergeant at Arms for the Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, and social media chair for the Mizzou Black Women's Initiative. Congratulations, Jordan. Come on up. Our fourth recipient is Rachel Etwaru, a senior in accountancy. Rachel is the vice president of the Trulaske College of Business Student Council and recently served as STUCO Director of External Affairs. Rachel's also served as an analyst for the Alpha Kappa Psi Professional Business Fraternity. Congratulations, Rachel. I know you're here. Where are you? And our fifth recipient is Imani Penny, who is a senior in the accountancy program. Imani is the vice president of the National Association of Black Accountants, and she happens to be in Dallas, where she coordinated a group for NABA students and happens to be there today. She is the treasurer of the Delta Tau chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority. She's the vice president of the National Panhellenic Council, and she's a Vasey Academy Scholar. Congratulations, Imani, on your award. I have one additional award to announce, and I am pleased to present the Edward J. Rapp Award for Excellence in Leadership. This award recognizes an undergraduate business student who embodies Ed's core values of ethical and servant leadership through their performance, service, and commitment to Mizzou and the community. The recipient is highly regarded as an individual of uncompromised character and integrity who epitomizes the servant leader and will receive a scholarship and plaque to commemorate the award. The recipient of the 2021, I think that should be 2022, Edward Rapp Award for Excellence in Leadership is Kate Rudiger. Congratulations, Kate. Kate is in her final year of the 150-hour accountancy program. She is involved with the Heartland Scholars Academy, where she's helped to recruit additional Heartland students to the accounting program. She was a Division I student athlete in women's track and field and was recognized as a member of the SEC Honor Roll while competing. Kate has worked with the Tiger Leadership Institute. Congratulations, Kate. And it is my pleasure to announce that lunch will begin now. So we'll have lunch and then resume with a few awards here shortly.
Please continue your lunch as we resume our program. Let's start with the presentation of the college's recent Alumni Achievement Award. I'd like to ask Viram Arunachalam to come forward to present this award while I provide you with some background. The recent Alumni Achievement Award recognizes outstanding volunteer support of the college, as well as the professional accomplishments of alumni who received their degrees 15 or fewer years ago. Nominees are screened by the Faculty Policy Committee and are approved by the faculty. Viram?
Thank you, Chris. Good afternoon. It's so nice to see everyone in person. I just can't get over this feeling. Every time for the last 2 or 3 weeks, we've been doing so many in-person events, and it truly is refreshing. I feel like I've been watching The Twilight Zone quite a few times. That said, welcome to everyone. It's a great occasion. Nice to celebrate all the accomplishments of the students and the alumni. I'm here to present the first recent Alumni Achievement Award, and I'm very proud to do so. It goes to Eric Vogel. Eric, please step up here so I can. So one of the points of pride with Eric is I can actually call him my former student. Take credit for everything that Eric has accomplished. And, Eric has, to his credit, accomplished a great deal. He graduated in 2009. And I still remember that was my second year, I think, as director, and I was stumbling over my speech trying to present this outstanding graduate award to a student, a very sharp student, Eric Vogelweid. And he has had an amazing career. He's worked in a variety of places. He's currently at the University of Missouri System as controller of the university. And I just want to read this one sentence because it's music to my ears and probably to some of you, like Jeff Vogel and Chris Menz and Janine. Issuing internal and external financial statements, maintaining a comprehensive system of internal control to mitigate risk, coordinating external audit activities across the system, and ensuring that reported results comply with generally accepted accounting principles. Yes, I love it. So this is Eric's current job description. And for those of you in accounting, this is, yes, great. I see Justin shaking his head as well. Yeah, affirming my words. Thank you, Justin. So prior to coming to University of Missouri, Eric worked for Boone Hospital Center, managing their strategic planning and physician services and acquisition of several physician practices. And prior to that, he was working at PricewaterhouseCoopers and working on the audit at the University of Missouri. He has been very active with the university, of course. He's done a lot of presentations on fiscal matters, internal audit matters. He's also come in as a guest speaker for the internal audit class. Eric, I'm very proud of you. I didn't know back in 2009 where you would be, but you're here right next to me today. So congratulations again.
Thank you for having me here today, and thank you to Byram and Shannon for nominating me for this, and I very much appreciate it. Just so everybody knows, I was actually named controller at the university in August of 2015. I think everybody remembers what happened in November 2015, and I'm not here to relive that. But I would tell you the beginning of my career was a lot of ugly numbers, and ugly numbers from the standpoint of what they really meant for this institution, and it's a place that I truly care about. I dedicated my life to this institution over the past few years because I care about the work that we do. The story of a college education and what it gives you is why I show up to work every day. Now, I'm an accountant. I don't teach the students, but I do support everybody that's in this room. And my view is that I serve everybody in this room. My view of that is because of what the college education has done for me and for my family. My grandpa was a World War II veteran. He was injured in World War II. He was in the second graduating class of veterinary medicine. He learned to operate with one hand that didn't work quite right. He didn't give up. He got his college degree. My mom, who's here today, also went to the vet meds program. Throughout her career, she had people tell her that you're not going to be able to make it. She was in one of the first classes that allowed women to actually graduate from the veterinary medicine program. She kept running into barriers, but she kept overcoming those barriers. And then because she loved Mizzou so much, she came back and got her PhD in addition to her DVM. I met my wife at Mizzou. Both of my daughters can roar like a tiger and choke like a jayhawk. You got to teach them both. And they could do that before they could talk in complete sentences. So why I'm here today and what I want to tell everybody is there's times now where the value of a college education can come into question. What I'm here to tell you all today, and I think everybody here today knows this, the value delivered by this institution is unmatched. For the finance majors that are out there, I could give you an ROI on it and tell you that you're going to earn much more in earnings over your lifetime than what you pay to come here. But in my view, that only cheapens what we do here. What we do here is build the future leaders. And let's be real with ourselves. The students that walk across the stage earn their degrees. It comes with hard work. That is something that is given that can never be taken away. So thank you for nominating me for this. Thank you for recognizing me. I plan to continue working with the university and doing my job, but I just want everybody to know how much we care about this place. Thank you.
I would like to invite Erica. Erica is going to present the next recent Alumni Citation of Merit Award. Erica.
Thank you so much, Byron. Good afternoon, everyone. All right, I'm actually going to go ahead and ask John Whitley and his mother, Miss Tracy Randolph, to come up to the podium at this time. And I'm inviting Miss Randolph up with him because today is her birthday. So I feel that she needs to be front stage and center with her son, and she's also the reason he's here, so I wanted to invite them up here. And I'd like to present the next honor to John Whitley, one of the recipients of the recent Alumni Achievement Award. John stands with his mother today because had it not been for her display of perseverance, determination, and all the other things that she poured into him while he was growing up, he would not have the drive and the will he has to brush things off of his shoulders and just keep it moving, even when there's no light to guide the way. John and his mother have survived many, many obstacles throughout his life, financial, personal, career, yet their only option considered was to meet the challenges where they were and to keep going and to produce the outcomes that they wanted for their family and the outcomes that they expected for their lives. After being accepted to Mizzou in 2012, John became very active on campus. He was a Trulaske ambassador, a member of the Vasey Academy, a Business Week Tri-Coordinator, a Community 360 member, NABA member, that's National Association of Black Accountants, and he was also involved in Mizzou Forte, the university's premier co-ed a cappella group. Oh, you can sing. We'll have to get that out of him later. In May of 2014, John became a launch intern with EY and progressed throughout this company. He received his master's degree in accounting in 2017 from Trulaske. Today, John stands before you as a certified public accountant, it's a CPA for those of you that use the acronyms, and holds the esteemed position of a financial services office assurance senior with EY. John continues to serve our college and the Missouri community in many aspects. He is an advisory board member for the Vasey Academy and our communications chair. He's a speaker and presenter for the college and the campus when needed, and involved with our accounting department on several fronts. He is also a founder of the NABA chapter in Kansas City, Missouri. He's an incredible person, a model alum, and very deserving of this award, the recent Alumni Achievement Award. Congratulations to you.
Wow. I don't really know how to follow that up, but I will keep it short. I just want to say I'm blessed and honored to be here. This has been a journey. I don't think I would have expected myself to be in this spot again, I guess, as a recent alum here. But I really wouldn't be here without the support of my mom. My mom has been my guiding light, my driving force. And as Erica said, it's my mom's birthday today, so she didn't have to be here, but she chose to be here with me for that, and this has just been truly an honor, so thank you, everyone.
Congratulations to Eric and Jean. Let's give them another round of applause, please. Next, we present the award that is the highest honor given by the college, the Citation of Merit. Annually, up to 10 Citations of Merit are awarded. Recipients are selected by the college faculty based on career accomplishments, involvement with the college, and financial support of the college. It is a special group of alumni and friends who meet the criteria for this prestigious award. This year, we will present 3 Alumni Citations of Merit. Viram Arunachalam will again assist with the presentation of awards.
Thank you, Chris. I know that Sharon has me on a very tight timeline. I'm always eager to please Sharon. So I'm very pleased to present 3 Citations of Merit. I'll start with the first one. The first Citation of Merit goes to Janine Orf. Janine is a great friend of the Trulaske College of Business and the School of Accountancy. She did graduate from the School of Accountancy in 1981. She has a tremendous variety of accomplishments. Janine is a person that's really straddled so many different jobs across her career, across industry, public accounting, and of course, most recently, controllership. So for example, she worked as an audit manager at Deloitte, moved on to industry. She was Director of Investor Relations at MEMC. Many of you may have heard of MEMC. Director of Finance at Tox Corporation. She was Vice President of Investor Relations at Patriot Coal, and now, and then she was also CFO at Socrates, and then now she's controller at BECS. And she was telling me that most of us don't know that a lot of the swimming pool controllers are made by her company. In case you're swimming in a pool, that's probably Janine's company that's making sure that the pool is adequately controlled in so many different dimensions. Now, some of the things that Janine has done have been very impressive. She's been a member of the School of Accountancy Advisory Board for many years. She always offers me and the school very thoughtful advice. And given her broad expertise and experience across a variety of companies and industries, it is truly very refreshing and balancing to hear her input. And one of our more funny interactions, and they've been ongoing for a long time, she regularly sends me Wall Street Journal articles. And, and she goes, I don't know if you subscribe to the Wall Street Journal. And I said, Janine, of course. I subscribe to the Wall Street Journal. I try to read it every day. But when she sends me those articles, I find I have two questions. One, I haven't read about a third of what she sent me. So that which is kind of concerning, right? And then the second question I usually have, Janine is a very diplomatic individual. She doesn't ask a question, but she asks a question by not asking it. So by sending me articles, she does have a question for me, and it's promoted my thinking and certainly contributed to a more diverse thought process where we're able to accommodate multiple viewpoints. And she always has that intellectual stimulation about her. So Janine, we're very proud to present the Alumni Citation of Merit to you. So please come on up, join us here.
So I guess I'm your personal clipping service. My mother still does that for me, so I guess it comes in the genes. First, I'd like to thank you for this award, obviously. But I also want to thank Viram. A lot of you don't understand, don't know, you're newer to the accounting program. I think we used to have about 100 people maybe admitted when I first got on the advisory board, and now it's more than 150. And we keep nudging him to make it even more. On a campus this big, you would like to have even more, but just the fact that we're half again as much as we were 10, 12 years ago is impressive. And I appreciate you being the cheerleader that you are to keep pushing it, because it's really a good thing. The only other thing I wanted to say is this is addressed to the students. A lot of you'll be leaving this university in the next year or two. I would really, really encourage you to become involved in the community, whether that is coming back here to the university and serving Alumni Association, the school, whether it's a local nonprofit. You all think you're young and don't have anything to offer. I will tell you a lot of not-for-profits have people like me, and we could use some age diversity. We could really use young people who have different points of view. You all certainly understand the social media piece a lot more than we do. Please give of your time. You don't even have to be a board member. A lot of things you can be a committee member, so you can do that on an off season when you're not in busy season. If anybody's in St. Charles and you're interested in Boys and Girls Club, come see me. We'd love to have you. So that was what my plug for nonprofits for today.
Thank you, Janine. Congrats, Janine. And by the way, the number is 200, not 150. And I've got to, and I'll get to it, it's both Janine and Jeff Vogel who have pushed me to this desperate point. Actually, a point of pride. The second citation of merit that I'd like to present, and I'm very pleased to do so again, is to Chris Menz. Chris is also a Mizzou Tiger. He graduated with an accounting degree from Mizzou in 1982. He's currently a partner at Armanino. The firm that he was with used to be Brown Smith Wallace in St. Louis, and then there was a merger or acquisition. So Armanino is now the company. It's one of the top 20 accounting firms in the nation. Chris has got a diverse background. He's been in the audit area with KPMG before he came into Brown Smith Wallace. He is a client advocate, business development professional. He's actually in charge of the company's relationships with all their large clients. So Chris has done an incredible job, and having known and interacted with Chris for the last more than 6 years, I can tell you he radiates energy. I mean, he's all about people. He's about growth. He's about learning. So he's a fantastic addition to the advisory board. He's been on it since 2017. And he was also instrumental in setting up the Brown Smith Wallace faculty scholar position that Stevie Newman held, which is now the Armanino faculty teaching scholar position. And Chris is also, by the way, an expert golfer. He won the Business Career Services. He won first place in the BCS competition that day. I do remember getting an email from him that morning saying, "Byram, why did you organize the tournament when it's 35 degrees outside?" And I said, "Chris, you give me more credit than I deserve because I don't control everything. And I didn't organize this tournament." So I had to redirect it to Mother Nature and to the Business Career Services office. So Chris, congratulations, and invite you to the podium to say a few words.
Thanks, Byron. I'm not sure why I put these notes together because I don't typically follow what I think I'm going to do. I just kind of wing it. But first of all, thank you very much. Being a business development partner, I tend to understand how to embellish things. Byram, if this dean thing doesn't work out for you, we may have an opportunity for you to be a business developer. So I appreciate that. It's great to see Janine again. Known Janine for quite a while. But it's funny, we have to both come to Columbia to see each other. We don't see each other in St. Louis. And Jeff, I haven't seen you since 1990? Yeah. I interviewed Jeff on campus, and when I interviewed on campus back in the day, it was on campus because I couldn't stand being in those rooms. So we took a little walkabout around the student union area. But I do appreciate this recognition. When I got this email about the citation of merit, the first thing I thought was, did one of my fraternity brothers spoof me? Like the truck driving instructor, And then secondly, I thought the University City Police, or not University City, but the campus police found me. I had a couple of parking tickets, but I'd already graduated, so I could care less, so I was good. But after really thinking about it, I wanted to reflect a little bit on how my time here kind of took me down the road and impacted my career and where I was going. And I feel like I owe a great deal to the university, both educationally as well as just personally. I mean, educationally, it was a great foundation for learning, learned a great deal while I was here. I wasn't the best student my first couple of years. I had some distractions. And then my last 2 years, it's not like I was waiting by the phone for the mailbox. I never got that Mensa Society invitation. But, we had great professors here, and it's great seeing Dr. Nikolai here today, one of my favorite professors. It really, really pushed us as students. I remember I had him for Intermediate 2, which was Accounting 246. I remember stupid things. And his exams were legendary, just petrified me. I told him a little story, and I'm not going to tell that story. Just petrified me. And, that reputation was very well deserved. It pushed us as students to be better. Also, on a side note, I want to thank Dr. Nikolai. We developed a personal relationship while I was here, and he took it upon himself to introduce me to Bruce Earls, who was a partner in charge of recruiting at KPMG, or it's Pete Marwick. I can't call it KPMG. It's still Pete Marwick to me. And introduced me to Bruce, and which basically launched my career in public accounting. So I want to thank you for that. I'll never forget it. So my career started down the traditional route, the public accounting, senior manager, CFO. But after going through that stint, over the last 25 years, my focus has been purely on building relationships, driving business to our firm. I am a self-described accountant trapped in a salesman's body. My wife says I'm a salesman trapped in an accountant's body. I'm not sure what she means by that. But building relationships is what I love to do and what I cherish. And I feel like I owe a great deal of that to this university. When I came here, I was from Decatur, Illinois. I had on Oshkosh, Bagosh, painter pants, just a knucklehead of a kid. And I knew nobody. I knew zero people when I got here. But this culture of this university, both educationally and personally, was that people are very open and very welcoming, and we're focused on building relationships. And I mean, that really, really helped me. And I think that I look back on that very fondly, in that it really kind of set that stage for who I am personally and where I wanted to go professionally. And building those relationships are critical. And I feel like I owe a great deal to the university for that, as well as the education here at the university. And I love this place. So thank you.
Last but not the least, I'm very proud again to recognize Jeff Vogel for the Alumni Citation of Merit. I can't say enough about Jeff. He, of course, first and foremost, he comes from the Vogel family, which in the Trulaske College of Business and the School of Accountancy is a legendary name. Leroy Vogel, Jeff's father, is an accounting graduate, and many in his family, including his brother and sister, went through the accounting program. So Jeff is, and the entire Vogel family are definitely Mizzou Tigers. Jeff has had a very impressive career as well. He's currently the Chief Financial Officer for Wadsworth Publishing, and I think many of you may know about the Wadsworth companies, including the Mizzou Arena. And Don Wadsworth, I think, also currently serves on the Trulaske Dean's Advisory Board. So Jeff is the Chief Financial Officer for Wadsworth. He, prior to going to Wadsworth, he worked at Arthur Andersen and subsequently returned to Columbia to work for Williams Keepers, an accounting firm in mid-Missouri. And subsequently, he accepted the CFO position at ABC Labs, also in Columbia, and then went on to found his own boutique consulting company called Financial Management Solutions. So Jeff is a mix of accounting, entrepreneurship, financial management, and leadership exemplified by his current position, and this year he is president-elect of the MU Alumni Association, and next year will be president of the Alumni Association. And I was telling Jeff, we're already at the end of April. Come on, there's only 2 more months left. I'm going to call you president. But he is not yet president. He will be president July 1st. So I'm very proud to present the Citation of Merit to Jeff. He is very active on the School of Accountancy Advisory Board. And frankly, he got me thinking, I think 4 years ago, about why are accounting enrollments so restricted? And obviously he knew that faculty resources were a big constraint. But I think he did initiate the dialogue in the board and then subsequently among our faculty to improve the enrollments, and frankly, all of them get placed. So his arguments were definitely very important in how we thought about the whole issue. So Jeff, I'm very pleased to present the Citation of Merit and invite you to the podium to say a few words.
Chris, I don't know if you noticed, but Eric brought his phone up here, and me and you bring pieces of paper, kind of a sharp generational contrast there. Byron, thank you. I appreciate the kind words, and I want to thank you and Interim Dean, thank you, and all the faculty and students, everybody here. I really appreciate you being here. I also want to thank my wife of more than 30 years, Julie, for celebrating with me today, so thank you. When I was asked to share a few thoughts with you today, I was kind of reminded of some good advice that our 32nd president shared with us about public speaking. He said to make sure that you be sincere, you be brief, and you be seated. And I plan on doing that in short order. First, let me say what a great joy it is for me to be in Columbia, Missouri. For those of you who make this place home, you kind of forget about how special it can be to you. And being on the Mizzou campus is it's like coming home for me. So I'm very pleased to be here today. More recently, events like my daughter's graduation from the Sinclair School of Nursing, and as Byron mentioned, my role with the Mizzou Alumni Association has really given me an opportunity to be on campus, more present and engaged, and I can't tell you how valuable that experience is to me. It's like coming home, like I said. Serving on the Alumni Association board has been a great experience. It's given me the opportunity to be around and meet so many people who share my passion for the University of Missouri. The neat thing about those interactions is I get to hear people talk about their experiences in their life and how the University of Missouri really changed the course that they're on. It literally changed their life. And that's kind of what I want to talk to you about a little bit today. Is I'm going to share a little bit about a very brief snippet of my Mizzou story and how it changed my life. But my story doesn't begin with me. It begins with my parents. They grew up in rural Bowling Green, Missouri. Gosh, I'm going to get emotional up here. And they didn't have much. And my dad graduated at the top of his class and enrolled at the university and was the first member of our family to attend college. My dad's college experience was not like mine. He was married by the time he was a sophomore. She was a high school sweetheart, my mother. He had his first child, my sister, his senior year, and he worked many, many jobs to put himself through school. I'm not sure how they did it, but I'm glad that he did. Because when he walked out of this campus with his degree in accounting, heading to Price Waterhouse, it changed the path of our family forever. I'm a proof that Mizzou changes lives. From that day forward, as Byron mentioned, the University of Missouri was the college of choice for the Vogel family. 2 decades later, my older brother, my older sister, and myself were all here at Mizzou. My sister was a senior, my brother was a sophomore, and I was a freshman, all majoring in accounting. We ultimately received our degrees and went to work for then the Big 8 accounting firms, and we were all very grateful for that. More recently, as my children have been growing up, and everybody, all my friends know how I feel about the University of Missouri. My friends would tease my children about, Jeff, I feel sorry for your kids because they really don't have a choice of where they're going to go to school. And I've always answered the same way. I said, they can go to school wherever they choose to. But if they want it paid for, they might want to go to Mizzou. My own choice to attend Mizzou has served me extremely well, and I'm so thankful. It, in part, is responsible for everything that's important to me. My family, my friends, my career, and a life that I'm proud of. These are the reasons I love the University of Missouri. M-I-Z.
Julie? No? Could we get one with Julie?
Come on, honey, come on. She is not happy about this.
Sorry.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Tall people, short people, right? Thank you, Viram, and congratulations to today's honorees. We are proud of you, and we appreciate your support of our college. I'd like to extend special thank you to our recent Alumni Advisory Board for sponsoring today's luncheon and members of the college staff who organized today's event. Sharon, am I on time? I'm pretty close, probably. I'd like to ask that today the award recipients stay for a few moments so we can take some additional photos. And I look forward to seeing many of you at commencement ceremonies in May. Thank you all for being here today, and we are adjourned.